it's you can't really blame Madrid being tired or make the excuse for Madrid being tired either. Because if you watch Barca, they play at a high intensity every single game. High line, like I said, offside trap, and high press. Now more than like a couple seasons or more now, they've like fought for the ball back right away once they lose the ball.
And not just that, I'll end it with this. Barca took Madrid's ball possession away from Madrid in the second half at the Bernabeu. It hasn't been done since the early Barca's from 2010 and 2015, 2016 maybe. Even if Madrid would win, Barca would have possession. I don't think after 2016 or maybe 2015, I don't remember, but I think it's at 2016, 17. I don't think Barca was able to take the ball away from Madrid that much at the Bernabeu.
So Barca's tired too playing that way.
Yeah, I mean, to do that,
So it's no excuse.
yeah, I was gonna say to pass the ball and keep intensity, you have to run a lot and cover a lot of ground as a player. And so, and like you said, they also play Champions League. Rafinha also scored. He was doing good. And also, the last thing I'll say, I keep saying that because I keep thinking of more stuff. Why would you let Lucas Vasquez cover Rafinha? And then the other people don't go back and help. They think Lucas got it.
Not just Rafinha too. Balde coming down from the defense or coming up.
And that's where Carvajal is missed. Because even if he's not faster, he would use his body or something to stop them. And Lucas Vasquez looked like he was trying to run with him. And I was like, dude, you could have just blocked them. Like, not a foul, just obstruction. That's not a yellow. That's not. You just stop the play. Your players get back.
Also, not to like be mean to Lucas Vasquez or anything, but he was never a defender, so you can't
That's what I was saying.
depend on him to defend without support. He started off as a winger.
Yeah. And then now he's like almost a sweeper just with Rafinha. And not that being short or tall has to do much, but as a defender, it kind of has to a little bit more. And especially if the other player's way faster than you. Because it looked like those two that Rafinha won against him, it looked like he was waiting to header and then he didn't time it, or maybe he realized he was not going to catch it and it bounced. Like those two balls that went through him, other defenders who are, actual defenders would probably struck Rafinha or header it instead of letting it bounce.
And he was the weak point against Dortmund, too.
He was. Luckily, Dortmund fell asleep.
But also, as a striker, Lewandowski scores goals, but I saw him at the back defending and clearing balls too. You don't see that kind of stuff from Mbappe or Vinny.
And when they do, they complain.
Vinny used to come back and help on defense.
Is it just me? Or does it look like both Mbappe and Vinny want to be the best Madrid player? And I heard this. I'm not sure if it's true, Anthony. You could confirm more. Maybe you watch their matches more. Because I just watch Chelsea. So I heard that Bellingham guy sometimes gets mad at Vinny for losing balls or not passing it correctly, or not coming back to help when he loses the ball.
Yep.
Hence, Bellingham does a lot of covers a lot of ground, and it leaves him with less time or space for creativity or take the ball or juke people. I mean, he was juking people. Like he was doing good, juking Barca players, and there was like five around him. Like where was the other people? And he juked them pretty well.
Exactly. He does what he can. He did his part, more than his part. And in certain games, Vinny just takes the selfish route and shoots it out instead of making the pass. The previous game, Bellingham made a run to the 6-yard box, and Vinny decides to shoot it out instead of like passing it into him. So Bellingham got pissed and started cussing at Vinny. Like, F off, mate.
And if I remember correctly, we discussed this in the chat. Think about last year or last season. All those misses from Mbappe were chances that Bellingham had, and he scored them. He either juked the goalie, he chipped it a little bit, or he scored under the goalie. I think as of this season and last season, I think those chances would have been. Bellingham doesn't get much chances of goals, but when he has them, he's a better finisher. But because he's covering so much ground behind, he doesn't have those chances. And he scored against Barca both times, or like 3 times, I can't remember, and that gave them the win.
And he had some chances this game too, but he took bad touches or did something you don't really expect from him.
And
Because I feel like he's exhausted by then, you know?
I was gonna say that I saw that he didn't control one ball that usually easy for him, and I was like, oh, like I literally thought that was gonna be a goal, and I was like, that guy suck at controlling the ball, and I was like, oh, that was Bellingham. Like I didn't know, because he's really good at controlling it.
Yeah.
But then to me, I was like, that happens to me. I mean, someone who plays soccer, right? You could tell that happens when you're tired. You're not in your game, and your legs are giving out. Like you're more thinking like, do I go for it? Do I not? Oh, it came to me. Oh shoot, I didn't think about it.
Yeah. He explained it well. And also the fact that he hasn't been scoring goals, so people are on him with that too. And that always plays on your mind. A little sort of confidence too. And
I'm just like, yo, he's playing in the back. How's he gonna score?